Hi, welcome to Joyful Mom How-To Series, my second vlog, my 20th take. Today I'd like to show you how to do dryer balls or felted wool balls. I use them in the dryer, but you could use them for kids because kids love balls. It's a great developmental tool for them. Since I have a love for yarn and fabric and color, I have a basket that is filled with different yarn balls that I have made, and the kids play with them or I use them. I love this color green. It's like an army green. And each one of these colors is from a scrap of something. Wait a minute. I've got Lego men hiding in my yarn balls. Must have been a great hiding spot. So great, in fact, they forgot they were even here. How funny is that? Okay, well, wait a minute. This in Mommy Land is currency, my friends. I bet I will get bathrooms clean from that. What a great find. I digress. Every yarn in here is from something that I've made because these are all made with scraps. So I have this sitting out because I think they're beautiful. Okay, one of the first things you need for making a dryer ball is the inner core of the dryer ball. So I use a piece of scrap. And where do I get scraps? Well, I get scraps from a sweater. My friend gave me this really pretty sweater that she felted. And what I do is I cut the arm off. Since this was cut off multiple takes ago, I cut the arm off, and then I would just use this for a fingerless glove. Or I would use it for one of my kids to go sledding in, because the glove stops here, and the glove stops here, the coat stops here, so you've got, like, you know, a couple inches of skin, and that's no fun for sledding. So if you wanted to make, since this is felted, it's not going to unwrap or unravel if you cut it. You could cut a thumb spot right there and then end up putting your thumb through like that. So that's what you do with part of it. Then you take part of the sleeve and cut a chunk of it out. It doesn't have to be perfect or straight or anything. What you do is you wrap that, and then this is the core of your yarn ball. And then the bigger your core from scraps, then the less yarn you'll use. For me, that's not a problem, because my bigger problem is the collecting of the yarn, which maybe that will be another video on my collection of things and why I collect them. So you make that. Did you see how I did that? I was just doing it. Didn't even explain it because I was so thinking about my yarn stash. So you make a, whatever you call that, you make that, and then you wrap it around to make it a little bit thicker. Then you simply start wrapping. And you wrap sort of tight to keep it together. The pitter-patter of little feet. And you pull tightly. And when you'll just keep going around in a circle, and then you wash these in the wash machine with your regular clothes. Wash them on, I usually wash them on hot the first couple of times until they get kind of, the yarn fibers fuse together. So when they fuse together, these are from my other takes, when they fuse together, then they form a super, super tight ball. When you get to after you finish wrapping this and you get to the end, you just tuck that end in any place. Doesn't really matter because those are going to fuse together. If you don't want them going all over the wash machine for whatever reason, you can put them in the bottom of a sock, and then that will keep them all in one spot. So that is how you make dryer balls. And the reason why I make these is because I use them in the dryer. As you dry your clothes, the wool will absorb some of the moisture from the clothes, and then they dry more quickly, and which cuts down on your electricity bill. And they also cut down on electricity bill. Oh, it's a natural fabric softener, so it fluffs up your clothes and makes them, makes them fluffy, so you don't need dryer sheets. So really, all you need is a sweater from a friend or the Goodwill. Great place to get sweaters, but they have to be wool sweaters. And then you just wash these on hot, and then you get a really small sweater. And then yarn. I'm sure you can find wool yarn from either you can come over to my basement, or you can go to the store if you have a particular color, or you can run into, again, Goodwill and find wool. This happens to be Icelandic wool. So if you have any other questions, you can ask me in the comments below, and I'd love to see your project if you decide to do it. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.